Hi, it's Brittany. I know I look a hot mess, but I don't really care. Just be myself, right? And that's what I want to talk about when we really get to figure ourselves out. We wonder why we gravitate towards certain things or think a certain way, or in our heads are arguing with ourselves. Why can't I be like this, or why am I like this? And it's like I'm new to this, I'm beginning to be aware of everything, the whole awakening and how important it is to really know your traits and your background and everything about ourselves, far as every little single thing on us, our name, birthday, image, certain body language, anything is all a meaning to all of it. And it's like once you battle with this for so long, once you look into the information, you get so emotional because you know you can't control this act. It's naturally in your trait. We sit in our heads, we get so emotional. When you look into everything about yourself, and then it's like when it comes to dealing with other people, why can't we get through to them, why we can't be with them, why we can't, or just a friendship. Once you start to look into all of that, you see the resemblance, you see why it bounces off, and it can be a very heck of a roller coaster. It's very, very one hell of a ride. Right now, I'm in a stage to where I'm uh I'm not confused on things. It's just I'm finally starting to get it, and it's eating me alive because I have to learn how to accept this. This is who I am. I have to learn how to just deal with it and just make something out of me. That's the whole purpose. I catch my numbers every day. Every time I'm in a certain mindset or a certain thought, maybe it's a thought that I shouldn't be on because I know that's not where I came from. So I'll get like a certain number that appears to me to remind me, stay on the right track. And it's really hard to deal with that because of how brainwashed I was and how lost I was, not paying attention to anything in this world, not understanding how important this universe is, and everything that we do and put out can really affect our lives. The people that we talk to, we mirror, you know? It's important to talk to the right people because you don't want to mirror the wrong people, which means their reflection is you have their reflection on you, and you're speaking from them, you know? You have your image, but their voice is coming out of you, and we have to really be aware of that because we want all the right energy, all the right vibes. And I'm just in a stage to where, I'm beginning to hit my awakening point, and it's a lot to deal with, as far as just knowing everything and what to do with the information next. It's like we collect all this information, how to manifest certain things, looking into our numbers, looking into, our certain destinies and all that type of stuff. But it's like, okay, I write all this information down, I study all this information. What can I do with it next? Because when we enter that free mind mode and looking into all the information and analyzing everything, we feel like we're doing something. But when it comes to stepping back into this world that we cannot control, but only at a certain extent we can control, but just certain boundaries. So it's like what to do with the information next because it's not easy. We can only go day by day. It's like when you begin to learn all of this information, you kind of rush. You rush so much information into your system, and try to put out certain things to the universe. We rush it all in one day and we get so frustrated, or when we out around certain people, events, watching certain things, or just analyzing certain things from the media perspective, we get so mad because we want to stop it right away. We want to tell people what's right, and your mind can really, really get overwhelmed, and your body shuts down, and you just wish you can be the superhero, or wish you can just wake people up and say, let's just try, And that's important because we just need some type of motivation system. And I feel like once you begin your consciousness of certain things and your subconsciousness of certain things, it really, really does begin to show. And you will gravitate towards people who feel the same way as you, because you're putting it out in the universe that that's the type of presence that you need around you. That's the type of atmosphere, that's the type of vibe you need to be around. I feel like it's important for us to get this started. Time waits for nobody. It's really just time to just accept and look into things that you really are and learn every element about yourself, because that's the only way you're going to free yourself into the whole entire universe. That's the only way you'll find a life. That's the only way you'll get the key, the opening door, the light to everything. And nothing will ever get to you. You'll feel powerful. You'll feel like you can change someone's life. And right now, I'm in a stage of changing my life. And I just want to hear people's opinions on their beginnings of learning about the universe, and how did they feel once they start looking within themselves instead of looking on this image. Because when you look at the image, that kind of affects you too, because we so brainwashed into the society of other images. But once you really look within and think and talk to you, you know how you can have a whole conversation with yourself in your head? It's real. It's real. So please leave your comments and your feedbacks on how did you feel when you started looking within yourself. How emotionally were you shut down or anything? Because right now I'm at my starting point, and I'm happy, but it's a ride, and I'm prepared for it, and I'm willing to accept whatever else comes into my life path. But I just gotta make sure that I'm doing all of this for the right reasons. Peace out.